And I thought that it would be really interesting to discuss the whole case with My Day and the Aki, the main actor who plays Ace, and what happened to him. Because a couple of months ago, he made a video explaining that he wasn't getting paid for his work by Oxen Films and Sim Lim, the owner, I think his name is. So like he made a whole like he had a live on YouTube where he was bawling his eyes out
Wow.
because he didn't know what to do anymore. Like he came from TikTok, he didn't like have any experience in the industry at all before this, so he just didn't know what to do, and it's kind of a little heartbreaking to watch the video. And recently, the other main actor, Miko, also made a video because he has been silent about this the whole time. He hasn't
Mm.
said a word, not of support, not explained how, if he got paid or not. He's just stayed silent. So he made a video using a really like clickbaity title, like "I'm sorry to my Day fans" or something like that. And then basically, to sum it up, said that like he got paid, he had nothing to do with it, he didn't care, he didn't want to get involved. He's just doing this because the fans are like forcing him to explain himself, like he's sorry,
What?
he
Wow.
yeah, it was like really trashy apology. And then right after, he goes into his music and start promoting it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And it was like I was sitting there watching that and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like
Wow.
seriously, like your co-star is like crying his eyes out and just hasn't gotten any support or anything for what's happening, and you're just like throwing him under the bus basically.
I saw also, didn't
Mm.
Aki kind of call him out on Twitter for that whole situation as well after the fact?
Yeah, and that he mentioned that in the video too, or afterwards, I can't remember which one, but he did mention that he was really angry that Aki was calling him out. He said something like Aki was like being a real jerk for like calling
Yeah,
him out on Twitter, and yeah.
pushing him around and stuff like that. I'm
Uh-huh.
just looking at there's some receipts here in
Mm.
the Discord server, and he's saying that basically he felt pushed into speaking up on it because of all of Aki's tweets and all that kind of stuff. And he was
Mm-hmm.
mad at him for bringing it to social media. Like, well, social media gets things done. So if I was him as well and I wasn't getting paid for my work, I would also, take to social media to try and rectify that. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it really seemed like he was at the end of his leash. Like he
Yeah.
didn't have any other like something like going to social media could ruin his career. But when you don't have any other choice because no one is kind of listening to you, what are
Mhm.
you gonna do, right? Did you hear any of this, Kayla?
So I knew about Aki's initial video and the fact that he was claiming the cast was not paid
Mm-hmm.
for, doing My Day, but I did not hear about, I guess, all these updates with his cast member. That is also really shocking to me. I feel like I'm out of the loop. Like, I can't believe he would go. It makes me want to go watch the video. I can't believe.
Mm.
What's the guy's name?
Miko
Miko.
Gal something.
I can't believe that he would go on video, address it kind of, and then promote his music. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
that sounds so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He basically separated himself from the situation by being like, well, I got paid, so it doesn't have anything to do with me. Anyways, here's my music. Goodbye. Like, that's insane.
I think it just shows like what type of person he is. As
Mm-hmm.
long as I got paid, I don't care about what happens to other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's so strange because it makes me wonder, like, who did get paid and who
Right?
didn't get paid? And why did certain
Yeah.
people get paid and other people didn't?
Yeah. Like, I think that, like, Aki came from TikTok. Like, he was a complete novice. He probably didn't know how he was going to do his contract and stuff, so he probably has a
Right.
shitty contract.
Yeah.
Took advantage of him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, that's what they probably thought. Oh, we could just pull a fast one on him,
Yeah.
and then he won't be able to do anything about it.
And I think Miko is staying out of it because he doesn't want to, like, ruin his own...
Music.
Yeah, like his
don't get
cash
his
cow,
music.
right? He doesn't want to get on a bad side with Oxen Films and all that, right? But the way he did it, it's just so sleazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Like, I didn't like My Day. I'm just gonna go out there and say that. Honestly, for me, I thought the show was trash.
Oh my gosh. I also, hate is a very strong word, but I hate that series.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
I just thought it was such lazy writing. Like, they just took every trope and tried to make it funny, but it doesn't really work. And, like, the only redeeming value of the show is that the actors are actually pretty good. Aki and Miko are doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, a lot of people just watch it for, like, the steamy scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which was so random. How do you do, like, this really tropey crack show and then just have, like, these full-on, soft porn, steamy scenes? I don't get it.
So, that's what gets the clicks on the videos.
Did you guys see... This just, like, goes along with My Day being ridiculous. Have you seen the one episode where they're supposed to be in a hospital room and there is, like, a window that they made on a wall that doesn't have a window, and they printed out a picture of a city and put it on the wall?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
So obviously fake, and, like, a photo that was printed out. It's so bad.
That's
like, so funny.
I feel like that sums up the show for you.
Yeah. And I had a problem with the stuff they were promoting as well, like the sponsorships. Like, they had commercials for, like, whitening your skins. With
you mentioned that before.
Yeah. I feel like that has no room in a show like that. And I would say the same for, like, Western shows doing the same with tanning lotions.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like the whole idea of changing the color of your skin
tone. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For something that, like, if you are out in the hot weather and you just, like, naturally get a tan, then that's fine. Like, that's fine. Even if you're on the beach and just getting the tan, I'm fine with that. But like, using cosmetics and stuff to make your skin lighter or darker, it just sits really wrong with me.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like, history and implications that go into doing it both ways, which is that could be a whole topic in and of itself. But yeah, I agree that just advertising for altering skin tone either way, there's a lot of implications going both ways, and it's not great, especially in places where there's a lot of history behind darker skin versus lighter skin, and what that means for a person's status and stuff like that. There's a lot behind it, and I think, like you said, in a show that seems to be more going the crack route in general, it seems very out of place. I mean, it shouldn't be in any show, but especially in that type of setting.
Like, casually promoting skin deep attitudes. Okay. Like, that your appearance and the color of your skin has everything to do with how beautiful you are or something. Like, promoting that kind of mindset is, like, in modern days, is just wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got on a little tangent, but
what is new?
Where were we? Yeah, like, okay, with Miko and Aki, I like, I'm happy that like everything seems to be been like resolved for Aki now that he's doing Toxic Lover. My Toxic Lover, is that the name of it?
I have no idea.
You guys haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
No.
Okay, they released like a teaser for it. He's blonde and he's playing one of the mains in the BL My Toxic Lover. And they haven't announced, or from what I've seen, they haven't announced his co-star because you don't see him in the teaser. But I haven't looked that much into it. But at least like he's getting work, and he has like
thank God.
and he has like the whole fandom with him. Like he's gotten so much support online to the point that I was checking if I could find Oxen Films and the owner on Twitter, but they're not there anymore.
Oh, wow.
They were right on the flow.
Yeah. So either they must have like changed their usernames to something that has nothing to do with the company or whatever to stay hidden.
Or they just left.
Yeah, because I searched on Twitter with the company name and the name of the director or the owner, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I couldn't find Miko either.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I do think that he just changed his, because I think he's still on there promoting his music, but I couldn't find where. Obviously, they've gotten a lot of backlash for this, and I think that's one of the reasons why Miko went out and tried to make this video on YouTube too, because everyone was kind of forcing him to do it.
Right. But it seems like he didn't do much to like turn the tides in his favor at all. I feel like he only made it worse against himself.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
maybe it would have just been better if he didn't say anything.
Yeah, like when you've stayed silent for so many months, it would be better just to keep your mouth shut, to be honest. Like, he did so much more damage with that. I had forgotten the whole deal, and then I saw his YouTube video, and I just got angry all over again. And I didn't have an opinion on him before, but now I really don't like him.
Yeah, it's so, like, when you put things out there like that, and that's going to be a lot of people's first impression of you. I'm not sure if he's, like, a new actor in general, or if, you know, My Day was his first series, but, you know, that's a lot of people's first impression of him, and to have so much drama coming from that series, and then for that to be the response that he had to it, that is not going to leave a positive impression for many people.
I actually didn't have a good view of Aki before this because he was swept up in some controversy.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah.
Which I don't know if you want to get into that, but
yeah, you can explain it.
Okay, so I mean, there were two things. Before the series even aired, in an interview, he described boys' love, the genre, as being when straight men fall in love with each other.
Oh, I heard something about that.
Oh, yeah.
Including me, that really upset a lot of people. And then he immediately like apologized and was like, I'm really trying to like educate myself. I'm new to all of this. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll let it go. And then he had another controversy where he posted this photo wearing like, I guess, traditionally like feminine like clothing or accessories or something like that on Facebook, and he made a very transphobic like caption.
Oh no.
At the time, because you know, I need my receipts. I can't just like trust that something happened. So I went on his Facebook at the time and I saw it and I was like, oh no, this isn't good. I really wish I could remember what the caption said specifically, but it's been deleted. And then after that, he apologized again. And I was like, okay, dude, I thought you were like learning or whatever. But then I guess he got so much backlash from that transphobic thing that he ended up taking back his apology and saying, you guys are all haters. You're just haters.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Which that's why I didn't see him in a good light. But despite all of that, the fact that he wasn't compensated for work he did, like, that's just not right.
Yeah. From what I gather, from what I've seen of Aki, is that he's really hot-headed. Like,
It seems
he's
like it.
stubborn and hot-headed. So I think a lot of the situations he end up in, he's created himself.
He's escalating them.
Yeah, but like this situation with like the company not paying him and just, yeah, that's not okay, whatever he said in the past, or yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, then what's stopping the company from doing that to somebody else in the future?
Right.
Yeah. I think it just shows that how like unprofessional the like most of like both of them are, because like they need to handle themselves better.
Very true. Yeah, it's a really shitty situation, but like we said, he's gone on to better things right now. So good on him, and I hope no one supports Miko in his music career.
I just always hope and pray that people continue to improve and become better versions of themselves.
Yeah.
It's not a given, but I just always hope that.
Yeah, I'm open to like letting people learn. Like I will always be willing to forgive someone if they learn. But like if
they continue to do it again and again, it's like, I'm away. I'm out.
Yeah.
That's enough chances.
Yeah, you can only give a person so many chances before it's like, no, that's a shitty person. You don't like, I don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah.